Hey America, it's your girl Tekeyah. Happy hump day. I just got up on here because I haven't really been up on here for a good minute. As always, higher power is always good. I don't have no real complaints or anything. Well, even if I did, I wouldn't complain anyways because I'm too blessed. So, with that being said, it is what it is. I just came from outside. Beautiful, beautiful. I was out there trying to get a tan that just don't come. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know if I'm the only light-skinned girl that don't get a tan. Like, something is going on with my genetics. You know what I mean? And the places that is tan, you can't see. So, that's another story for another day. But I'm just getting up on here just to say hey to all my peoples. I get a lot of, did get a lot of calls, DMs, texts, and stuff. I want to say thank you. Pretty much, life just, just keeps coming and, and it's just the mindsets that you have, is what helps you get through the tough times. And, unfortunately, these were some blows that I wasn't prepared for nor ready. Especially, hearing about my sister, that was one pill that I was like not ready to, hear about. So, it just puts life and family in perspective, each day that we're here, we gotta make the best of it, and we gotta utilize it to the best of our abilities. You know what I mean? I'm still not 100%. There's still I'm still kind of working on, trying to figure out, and we still trying to find out, what is going on with me per se. But God got me. He had me, and he's going to continue to, do his will, and push forward. And I have nothing but faith and trust, you know what I mean? So, with that being said, that is what it is. And I'm just so grateful, like, from the setbacks, for the fight for me to get to where I am today, it was definitely, worth it all. I was asked that earlier, was everything good and bad, worth? Because it really truly was, because I was able to find me. I lost myself trying to be there for others, and stuff like that. And I can't blame everything on people. I take ownership, what I'm saying, because I stayed in places I shouldn't have. I was attached to people I shouldn't have been attached to. And stuff like that. So, and it's sometimes, we love people, we love hard, but sometimes love is just not good enough. And sometimes, even in love, you can't put the love you have for others before God, because he's a jealous God. And and sometimes leads us and guides us in a different direction, it's not to punish us. It's to help us, because, we do not know the hearts and minds of all people, Let's call a spade a spade. So it is what it is. But outside of that, I'm pretty much me. I'm living my life. I'm content. I'm peaceful. The people, places, and things he have removed, he, also blessed me with so much, more, my new connections, everything new, so, and I'm just blessed. I'm just blessed, glow, I got an inner glow that's inside and outside, because I love me, I choose me, I take care of me, and sometimes, we are afraid to be alone, and we are afraid to look in that mirror, that reflection of us, because I was one of them. Now I look in the mirror every day, 5, 6 times a day, and each time I look at myself, I can, really see myself. Like, that's the most important thing, because I lost myself. There was a time, there was a time, like, almost 3 years ago, where I couldn't even look in the mirror. I couldn't tell myself that I was beautiful and that I was strong, because I didn't even know who I was and stuff like that. So, today, I'm just glad for the reflection and, the strides that I took. I'm still on my journey. And even though, life throws a couple curveballs and a couple roadblocks, but I keep my mind focused on the journey and the destination. I acknowledge, I accept, and I'm cool with it. And we gotta be cool with everything that is happening. So with that being said, I just, like I said, I wanted to get up on here for a few minutes and just rap with y'all. I'm about to get ready for my class that's about to start. Healing and, working on my trauma and all, just focusing on making me a better me. It's been the greatest gift I could ever give myself. And in that, it just helped me, love like I never been hurt before. Be open to forgiving myself. And then being able to forgive myself helped me be able to forgive others. And I don't take stuff so, and my heart is light and my body is, releasing all the stress, releasing all that built up frustration and stuff like that, and outside of that, I'm getting a snatch back. Getting a snatch back. But outside of that, I just want everybody to just, be mindful. Just love on yourself. Give yourself grace. Because, we all have a chance each and every day that God gives us a chance to wake up for a reset. So, today is hump day. This is our midweek reset. Just do your best. That's all he wants us to do, is our best. Peace.